Okay, now, HoMedics is a leader in health and wellness since 1987. And we always talk and worry about, right? Like, oh, how we need a clean home. Oh, we need clean water, obviously, right? But we rarely talk about the air that we breathe into our lungs. That's where HoMedics comes in, and that's where the 3-in-1 air purifier comes in. This is going to help purify the air that we breathe in our homes. So important, again, something that I feel like gets overlooked a lot. But this unit right here, comparable retail value, is almost $170. Right now, we're at a sale price of $97.98. That's a $72 difference. And look at how cute this machine is. We started with 2 colors, but now we're down to this white one right here that is absolutely adorable. And it has the carry handle as well. Oh, this is powerful. All right, so to talk about everything that this does, because it has so many features and benefits, we're gonna bring in Mr. Christopher Joyce. Hi, Christopher.
Hey, Rosina, how are you?
Wonderful, thank you, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. I'm not quite seeing you, but that's okay. We'll deal with it the way it is. All good. So yeah, I love this brand. I mean, sir, first of all, HoMedics is known as kind of the leading in health and wellness since 1987. And really, this is really about cleaning your air in your own home, which is hugely important, as you can imagine. I mean, we wouldn't drink dirty water, Rosina, so why are we breathing dirty air in our homes? And the problem is our HVAC systems, particularly in the wintertime when we're closing up all the windows, all right, we're breathing that same air, that recirculated air, over and over and over again. With this air purifier in your home, with a handle that only weighs 5.5 pounds, you can move it all around the house, whatever room you need. And we've had this independent lab tested that is actually exchanging the air, Rosina, in your home up to 429 square feet every single hour. Because here's the important thing. The air inside our homes is 2 to 5 times dirtier than the air outside our homes. So that is why you need an air purifier, because that air is being recirculated. And with this incredible unit, with incredible features, you're gonna be breathing clean, purified air every single time, going through 3 stages of filtration.
And it has that true HEPA filter that removes up to 99.97% of airborne allergens. Talk to us about that and everything that it removes from the air.
Yeah, it's going through 3 stages of filtration, Rosina. So the first one is the large particulates. It's called the pre-filter. It's taking care of all those particles that you actually see in the air, whether it's the dog hair, the dog dander, our hair, even the dust particles that you see as the sunshine comes into the window. Then it goes through the HEPA filtration, which takes care of 99.97% of all the particulates in the air up to 0.3 microns, things that you can't even see with the human eye. The carbon activated filter then, I love that because that's taking care of not only the odors in your home, which we're often nose blind, whether they're pet odors or kitchen odors or smoking odors, but also this has been independently lab tested to take care and help reduce what they're called VOCs, volatile organic chemicals. I'm not going to go into the scientific details, but things that are coming off of your furniture and the carpet in your homes. It is helping reduce those odors and those VOCs as well.
Okay, it also has the sleep mode, the auto mode. So the sleep mode, that means that it turns off when you ask it to?
Yes. Yeah, so it's 4, 8, and 12 hours. You know, you look at it as like a clock. So there's an on and off button. There is a night light button that you can turn on and off. Maybe you don't want any lights, particularly if it's in your bedroom. I know my wife likes to sleep in total darkness. She doesn't want any lights on. And then you have the 4, 8, and 12-hour timer. So you turn that on, and then it shuts off automatically. Maybe you're only sleeping for 8 hours. You only need it in your bedroom for that 8 hours. That allows you to do that, or 12 hours. And then you have a low, medium, and high setting as well.
Great. I mean, the thing is again, the importance, something that I feel like, you know, really like slips our mind. it's true, there's so many things that are coming at us, but when we really think about the air that we're breathing, that our families are breathing in the home, that's when it hits home. But it's not something that you wake up in the morning and you're like, I wonder how my air is doing. But when you hear, for me, I never had an air purifier until I started working here at QVC, and now each room has one, especially obviously the baby's room, and also we have a humidifier in there as well. But in our bedroom, in the kitchen, Chris, we have an air purifier, also because of the odors.
Yeah, absolutely. That's taking care of the odors. Remember, I talked about the volatile organic chemicals that are in our home naturally from the furniture and from the off-gassing of carpets and things like that. But you're right, it's also taking care of odors, whether it be pet odors, or in your case, you're saying kitchen odors, all right, and also maybe even smoking odors. It's taking care of that because it has what's called a carbon-activated filter. So those things that are often nose blind to our own home, a lot of odors we don't even smell because we're so used to smelling them, particularly pet odors. But boy, if you're coming in from the outside, whether it's guests or family, they'll notice it right away. This is ensuring that you're taking care of those odors. And what I'm showing here is this is 360 degrees, is pulling in the dirty air from all around the room. And then I'm going to show you with my little pinwheel here, it is showing you that the pure, clean, fresh, purified air is coming out of the top and making sure that you're getting it all around the room, which is really wonderful. And as I said, it's taking care of a room up to 429 square feet. It's turning over that air every single hour up to a very, very large room. 429 square feet is more than a 20 by 20 room. I know I don't have any room in my home that is 20 feet by 20 feet. So you know this is going to do a great job of turning over that air, because you have to move the air in order to clean the air, and it is doing just that for you. Also wanted to point out, besides this really nice handle that makes it really easy to carry, remember it's only about 13 inches tall, 9 inches wide, only weighs 5.5 pounds. I want to also show you right here, this is an essential oil tray. And that's really nice. We don't give you the oils, but if you put maybe like balsam fir during the holiday times, even if you have an artificial Christmas tree, it is actually releasing that essential oil into the air, giving you whatever fragrance you want. Maybe lavender, or maybe if you have it in your bedroom and it helps you sleep, that's a good thing you can do as well with this really fully featured unit.
Oh, that's great. I love that. So you just put, it comes with the little pad, and you just put a couple of drops in there, and then in the clean air, that's what's going to come up into. That's fantastic. Let's talk about the filter. It is that carbon filter, but will we have to change it sometime?
Yeah, there is a filter. There is an indication light on top. It turns red when you need to change out that filter. I'm showing you how easy it is. Even on air here, I'm easily able to do it. So the filter, I think you can get them on QVC.com. If not, they'll be up there soon. You change that filter probably about every 6 months, but honestly, it can be up to a year, just depending on how often you use it. If you use that timer, and it shuts off after 4, 8, or 12 hours every single day, it's going to last a little longer. But the nice thing is there is an indicator light on top, all right, and that's going to let you know when that turns red that you need to replace the filter.
That's very, very helpful for sure.
Right.
So this unit specifically is exclusive here to QVC, but a comparable retail value for a unit like this would be almost $170.
Wow.
And I love that we have like the features video up right now. It even captures fur, hair, and larger particles, but removes up to 99.97% of airborne allergens with that activated carbon filter, which is unreal, and up to 4-point air changes per hour in a 201 square foot room. So the more changes, the better, Chris.
Yes, absolutely. The more exchanges of air that you have every hour, the cleaner your air is going to be. So think about this. It's taking all the air in 1 hour in a 429 square foot room. I'm sitting here in my living room. I think this room is maybe 12 by 13 or something like that. So it's going to exchange the air even more often than 1 hour. Because remember, the claim that we have is for a 429 square foot room is going to exchange that air every single hour. The more often you exchange it, the cleaner your air is going to be. And remember, we're using HEPA filtration. And I want to point out that HEPA filtration really is what we call the gold standard of filtration, hospital grade filtration. That is taking care, as you point out, 99.97% of all airborne particulates, the things that you can't even see, up to 0.3 microns, things that you'd have to use a microscope to see. This unit is pulling all that dirty air in 360 degrees and then releasing it from the top, all right? Getting that pure, clean, fresh air in your home, whatever room it is. And with this handle, you can move it from room to room to room. So I would encourage you, honestly, at this great price, get a couple of these. Keep one in the kitchen, one in the bathroom, maybe one on each floor, and then just move them around to the room that you're in. Because remember, the EPA is saying that the air inside our homes is 2 to 5 times dirtier than the air outside our homes. So that's why it's important to have air purifiers in your home, even if you have a whole house air purifier. Most whole house air purifiers, you're using that simple filter that goes into the whole HVAC unit. The problem with those is they're not HEPA rated, so they're not taking care of 99.97% of all those airborne particulates. In most cases, they're not carbon activated, so they're not taking care of those odors that we're often nose blind to in our home. This unit is taking care of all that, ensuring that you're giving your family the gift of clean, purified air.
It's really great, and removes, like, for example, smoke, dust, and pollen, right? Pollen is a big killer for so many of us, and I mean killer. Like, if you suffer from allergies, you don't want pollen anywhere around, this can help you tackle that. Did you know that pollen is inside? You think that pollen's only outside. Well, it gets in too, right?
Well, absolutely. Think about this. Every single time you open a door, you're allowing that outside air, if it's pollinated, and certainly when we get into spring, that's going to happen, it comes into the house. If you have an air purifier, that's ensuring that we're moving the air through the purifier. Look at it this way, Rosina. Think of it this way. In order to purify the air, you're able to do it 2 ways. One is your lungs doing it, or number 2, an air purifier doing it. I don't want my lungs, which are working, I think it's something like 25,000 breaths a day. I want the air purifier to do the hard work, not my lungs. My lungs have to last my lifetime, hopefully till I'm 100 years old, and I think it's going to make it a little easier if you purify your air in your home.
Correct, absolutely. And then all we have to do is get another filter for the machine in about a year and let this guy do the work and not our lungs. Absolutely.
That's right.
And the great thing here is that it is a $169 value at a sale price of $97.98. 5 easy payments of $19.60. That's a $72 difference. This is a great time if you don't have one. And if you do have one, but you need another one for another room or upstairs or something like that, get it now. This is the only order of the year. We started out with 2 different color options. This one's the only one we have. This is called white. And then the handle, the carry handle, is like, it's a faux leather, but actually I thought it was real leather. I was like, wow, it's a faux leather, but a great tan color. The machine itself is white. It's going to, it's not rocket science, right, Chris? It's going to purify the air in our homes, and we need to have fresh air to breathe. Bottom line, it's important, and we need to try it. So try this out and see what you think. It's really cute, too, which I love.
It is. It's a nice footprint. It's kind of that neutral white, like off-white. It's going to be sleek. You can put it anywhere in your home. And remember, 3 stages filtration. That pre-filter for the large particulates, the HEPA filtration for up to 0.3 microns, even things that we can't see, and then that carbon-activated filter that's taking care of those odors that we're nose blind, whether it's kitchen or pet odors or smoke odors.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris.
You bet, Rosina. I appreciate it. You have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you. All right, if you missed it at the beginning of the show,